This one thing has been proven to be a mistake that can cost you big. I'm Dr. Feeman, and today I want to talk with you about healthcare. Have you ever wondered why there's been such an increase in doctors' offices, hospitals, and pharmacies? Why are there more people who are taking medications, having surgeries, more people being diagnosed with cancer and heart disease, diabetes, depression, among other things, more than ever before? One would think with all the breakthroughs in science and technology that you would at some point see a decrease in these things instead of an increase. Let's face it though, if what we're being told when it comes to healthcare was true, we wouldn't see such a substantial rise in all these things. In fact, common knowledge would be that you would see a decrease substantially, that we would be healthier as a people, as a community, even as a family for that matter. So why is it then that this is not the case? When it comes to healthcare, oftentimes I'll tell patients that this particular principle is one of the most important things that I could ever teach. After all, most people determine or base their health on how they feel, which has been proven to be one of the biggest mistakes a person can make. Now, don't get me wrong, we of course want our patients and people in general to feel great, right? But in the same sense, to merely base our health and what we do for our health and when we do something for our health on feeling alone has been proven time after time, especially when these diseases that people are being diagnosed with and suffer from are called silent killers. It should be common sense at this point that to do that is a mistake that could, in fact, cost you your life. So if health is not based on how you feel, then how should a person determine or base their health? Well, today I want to talk with you, and I want it to be crystal clear that you would know that you're created with this incredible potential to heal and be well, to be healthy your whole life. You're designed to have a long, vibrant life where you can do the things that you love to do and feel great doing them. You should be healthy and energized and not having to live a compromised life with sickness, pain, symptoms, and suffering. You see, to get right down to it, your health is not based on how you feel, but is based rather on how your body is able to function and then express life from inside out. In other words, if your body's doing what it was created to do, then you're going to be healthy, you're going to feel great, and you're going to work at your highest potential. As I previously alluded to, many people base their health on how they feel, right? The problem being there in part is the fact that by doing so, you're positioning yourself in a way that there could be sickness, interference, malfunction, and disease setting in, and yet you're not going to know it based off how you feel, which is why most people end up in an end stage before they realize that there was a problem to begin with. Always remember that it's your nervous system that controls all function. So if your health is based on how you function and your nervous system controls all function, then it just makes sense that as long as your nervous system has no interference to it, your body and your brain are going to be able to communicate at a high level, which means your body is able to function and do all the tens of thousands of things that your body does in order to survive and live and to be able to do all the things that it does on a daily basis. You see, the principle of caring for your nervous system is more than just feeling better. Oftentimes people make that mistake of not only basing their health on how they feel, as we've talked about now on many occasions, but they also misuse chiropractic because they misunderstand it. You see, chiropractic, when properly practiced, goes beyond helping you to feel better. That's of course one of the benefits of chiropractic, is that you remove the interferences that have to do with pain so you do feel better. But in the same sense, if you recall, health is more than just feeling well, and it's because of how we're created. There are different types of nerves in the body. We want you to feel good, but we also want you to heal good and to be able to move good, which means we have to identify the interferences that would keep your body from doing what it's designed to at that high level that we've talked about. You see, it always goes back to the understanding of a couple things. First off, the question of how healthy do you want to be? Because if your health is something that you value and you want to be healthy, which why wouldn't you want to be healthy, right? Then you have to understand how the body actually functions, how it heals, what health is, and how to get healthy, and then how to stay healthy for you and your family. It's important to also realize that health care should not be confusing. Health care is how are you caring for your health. It should be a daily basis. It should be something just like your finances, your relationship, everything that's of value to you. You create the time and the efforts, the energies and so forth to put into whatever it takes to be able to get out what you value. In other words, that may sound confusing, but it's really not. If your health is a priority, to understand the basics of health is really what you need. And to realize these things that you do for caring for your health are also helping you to avoid the interferences that can hinder your body from healing at its very best. Great health is not something that just comes by crossing our fingers and hoping for the best, but it's something that is achieved because of understanding and moving in the right direction. To be proactive with your health instead of reactive is one of the greatest victories that you could ever make because of the results that follow. The reality is we live in a very stressful world. We're bombarded with stresses every day of our lives. To keep our nervous system free of interference enables your body to be able to deal with these stresses and still be able to function at its best so you can thrive and be healthy. Again, I'm Dr. Joel Feeman. I'm here to help you and your family to empower you with truth and knowledge so you know exactly what to do to not only get healthy, but to stay healthy. Until next time, God bless.